tonight. And to your point, Gleyber Torres hitting cleanup. The Yankees have talked about how much confidence he has, how he always seems like he's in control so far for Edwin Encarnacion, Gary Sanchez, and Gleyber Torres in key spots.
Jordan Alvarez of the Astros was at one point on pace for 300 home runs this year, but now he's in a massive slump. Has he simply been figured out?
Yeah, and during the course of the year, when you talk to the Astros people about Alvarez, they always talk about what great adjustments he made from at-bat to at-bat. But let's face it, in the postseason, he's looked like a 22-year-old. He looks like a young player who's seen the game speed up on him. A.J. Hinch, the Astros manager, has talked about how he's expanded the strike zone. He's such an important guy for this lineup. They're hoping at some point he puts it together and he reduces the strike zone for himself and he doesn't chase pitches. I think moving forward as they face the Nationals, especially with those right-handers, if they make it to the World Series, that would be really key.
You know, it's been a rough year for Giancarlo Stanton, and of course during player introductions, he's getting booed. What's going on with him, and also what are his teammates saying about him?
Well, he clearly is struggling with that right quad. Just a little while ago, guys, he was out here running around the infield, and you could see as he was gingerly moving from first to third base, and that would be the best way to describe it, gingerly moving. And as he pulled closer to third base, you could see he was having some physical reaction to what he was feeling in that quad as he slowed down. And almost immediately after that, the Yankees lineup came out without Giancarlo Stanton in the lineup. When you talk to the other players, they said, look, we'd love to have him in there, but they understand. He's dealing with a physical issue. What I was told this morning is that the Yankees to this point are not ready to take him off the roster. If they do that, they would not only lose him for the rest of this series, but they would lose him potentially for the World Series as well.
I will get you out of here on this. Baseball cleared the Astros of using a whistling noise as part of a sign-stealing effort at home. Do opponents, do they feel that the Astros are stealing signs?
There's no doubt about it. Look, there's a refrain around baseball where they suspect that the Astros are doing something, especially when they're playing at home. Now, the other day, A.J. Hinch went into the interview room and he talked about how there's so much paranoia. He thinks it's funny. I do think at times when you're watching the game, especially Alex Bregman, that some of what they're doing on the field, you know, giving indications, look at the glove or move up in the box, you're reading the lips. And some of this now has become counterintelligence where the Astros know they're in the heads of the opponents, and so they're being very demonstrative. But to your original question, no doubt, folks with other teams think the Astros are doing something in terms of relating signs to their hitters.
Thank you, Buster.
Thanks, Tony. Thanks, Frank.
Let's take one last break, but still to come, did JaVale McGee show poor sportsmanship when he appeared to fake an injury last night?
And NBA general managers say a Los Angeles team is going to win the title. But which one?
So two things about Buster. One, he's a dairy farmer, and two, I want that jacket. Good. At the time, people having 24th birthday Jamal Adams. Adams is a safety for the New York Jets, who was fined for roughing Baker Mayfield. Adams reacted angrily, tweeting, quote, "This league is a damn joke. I got fined $21K for this hit. I signed up to play football, not two-hand touch. I don't give a damn about these soft rules protecting quarterbacks. I'm going to play my brand of football every time," unquote. At that time, we called him a fool. But guess what? The NFL rescinded the fine, so who is the fool now?
I love the fact that he called the NFL out for being soft, and they said, we agree with you. We are soft.
Not so happy anniversary to Jim Harbaugh. On this day 4 years ago in Ann Arbor, with 10 seconds left when their punter mishandled the snap, leading to a Michigan State recovery and return for a touchdown as the final whistle blew. That was the beginning of Harbaugh's problems against teams in the top 10. So far at Michigan, he is 1-9 against top 10 teams. Harbaugh gets another shot at a top 10 team when Michigan travels to number 7 Penn State Saturday night.
And they still have games left. Home Notre Dame, Ohio State. This weekend could be a big one for them, though.
Happy trails to JaVale McGee's knee injury. Watch McGee pretending to have injured his knee and limping off the court. And then, surprise, McGee darts back into position to receive a pass and dunk the ball. Frank, do you have any objection to this particular type of behavior?
Well, JaVale McGee said today he bumped knees. It's like getting hit in the funny bone. I came back out on the court, got the dunk. What's wrong with that?
What is your overall opinion of JaVale McGee? He has rings.
Yes, he does.
Rings.
And he's going to do well for them because he's playing with LeBron. It helps to play with LeBron James.
Yeah, but does Dwight Howard play at all there? Their big signing, Dwight Howard?
He got nutmeg last night on a pass. Number 39, he's wearing a terrible number, by the way.
Couple of small errors. Michael Irvin made his comments to Dallas radio station 103.5 yesterday, not today. And Justin Verlander we'll start Game 5 in New York, not Game 6 in Houston, as I suggested. I got that one wrong.
But he's going to pitch, though.
If
They're
you,
going
had
to see him again.
if you went back to Houston and you had to face Verlander and Garrett Cole, that'd be hard. We're running out of show when we go to the big finish. The NBA GMs picked the Clippers to win it all. Are you with them, Frank?
I actually am. I think the Clippers and I think the Milwaukee Bucks, but I think the Clippers will win the championship. They got to get healthy. Lou Aldag retired. How will you remember his career?
Well, I'll remember him mostly from Duke, honestly, and before that from Blair Academy, where Chan Hardwick was a long time headmaster. He made $168.5 million in his career.
Unbelievable play.
A lot of money. Buddy Hield wants a contract extension before Monday. Whoa! The Kings going to give him
money. For a young guy, they offered 4 years, $90 million. He told the meeting yesterday in Sacramento, I like it here, but if they don't offer more, maybe it's time for me to move on. So October 21st is a big date. He could end up getting traded at some point. Andrew Wiggins, your guy, says he should be on ESPN's list of 100 best players in the NBA. You agree?
Well, he said there aren't 100 players better than him.